It's Madden NFL 24. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
A guy working on 4 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. Here's Dalvin Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Now Rodgers on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cook up the gut, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, buddy, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because like him is going to haunt my dreams too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line.
Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. Gets past 1 man. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking a fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
The numbers for Jones last week, 10 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Rodgers now to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Vikings now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to the ground, Cook. Down to the 42, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Love, they go play action now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Play action this time with Love. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Now a 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, they look and go ahead and take.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Rodgers. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready?
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And Miles Murphy, a first-round pick, in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He juked him, pushing his way through, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 36. 7-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Jones has it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw now, here's Love. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Don't walk out here, man.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass complete to Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Working from the gun, Rodgers lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want play.
There he goes, left side. A solid stiff arm. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
I can still hear him reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Love's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And a second effort gets it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. 2:15 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, Rodgers fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw caught there by Osborne. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And for Aaron Rodgers, he's got a lot of footballs on his mantle from all his accolades, but maybe that's another one he wants to keep. He just went over 60,000 career passing yards, and we already know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much. The work is done, but he just continues.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Ready?
First and 10 at the
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.